Hey guys, Money Maniac coming with you today, and we're going to continue on with the history of some currency. Today we're going to be talking about some traders' banks. I have a couple different examples for you here. Now these are reprints, and I'll explain why they're reprints, but yet they're still original. It's like the one time where reprint and original should not go on this sentence at all, but this one time it does. And what we're talking about is this here is the Trader's Bank. Now this is the $50 bill specimen. There's a lot going on here, and I'm going to do my best to keep this short and explain everything going on in this bill and in different. I got another specimen of it as well. Move that out of the way. So this here, this is from the city of Richmond, and we all know that Richmond is in Virginia. Well, during the Civil War, about 1861, maybe 1860, they started making these plates to print this currency. Well, the reason these never got into circulation, there are a few that did get into circulation, but very, very few and far between that did. But most of the ones that you see did not get into circulation is because these were made about 100 years later. So these were made around late 1950s and 1960s, and the reason for that being is when the plates were made, that was before Virginia, right here, Virginia went to a Confederate state. When the plates were being made and everything, they were still a Union state. But when they switched, the people that made the plates said that they will not print any currency for a Confederate state. It was a big backlash, and everything of the war, and they just weren't going to have it. So, what happened to the plates is they actually came up for sale about 100 years later, roughly 80 to 100 years later. And a private company bought them and started printing the money. So that's why we have reprints, but they are still original from the original plates. Now there's a lot going on this bill. Some of it is dark history. You actually have, this is actually a slave picking the cotton, a slave carrying the cotton out of the field. This is another pictation of Lady Liberty guarding the country, which the baby would be the country because we were such a young babyish country at the time. And then this here would be like this here would be one of the girls that they would bring the cotton to, and they would have spindles. I forgot what you actually call those, but where they turn the cotton into thread and twine and things of that nature to make clothing. So a lot going on this bill for that dark history and everything. This one is graded, as you can see. It is a 66. So this one is certified. Now I do have another one here, and this one is actually very cool because this one is actually uncut. So you can see here we have, people picking cotton and then them waiting with a spindle. Now, the thing about this guy with the $20 bill, like I said, there's a lot going on, so I'm going to try to do my best to tell you everything. This gentleman here, I do usually bring you his name. In a previous video about a year ago, I did talk about this. I did forget his name. I do apologize. But he was a man from Kentucky. Now, what I find ironic is a man from Kentucky, I believe he was a senator or a governor in Kentucky, they put him on a Virginian bill. So, that's very, very funny to me of why they would do that. And then here you have the $50 bill again that you just saw. $50 bill, and then, you know, the $50 bill. And then what I want to talk about is the $100 bill. Well, this is another form of a liberty. This would be the young girl. So this would be, another form of being protected by another protection of America. And here you got Benjamin Franklin, which is, we have him on the $100 bill. We have Benjamin Franklin teaching a child how to read. That's basically what he was doing. So it's kind of funny where they would put stuff on these bills. There's a lot of history. I'll go more in depth of each one come later on. But for today, we're going to keep it short and simple. But this is what they would look like as a graded sheet. So you'd have two 20s, the 50, and then the 100. So, you know, I'll give you a sideways view. So you'd have three different denominations, two 20s, a 50, and a 100. And you may ask, well, where's the 10s, 5s, 1s, things of that nature? Well, that would be a different sheet. This would be the higher denomination sheet. So, guys, I hope you enjoy the little bit of history that I'm bringing to you. I'm trying to bring it to you each day or every other day as best I can. But I just believe this is just overall. I love the history. I love the artwork. Again, I've said that before in other videos. You know, the history is dark. But the reason I love the history is not because of what it was. It's so that way we don't repeat it. It teaches us. And they do say history repeats itself. Well, if we would learn from it, history would not repeat itself. And so I can appreciate the lessons here, and I can appreciate the artwork that went into these. Alright, guys, so next time, like I said, we'll dive into this a little more. But leave me a comment down below. What do you guys think? You guys think that the artwork is very pretty? Do you guys think that they should have done something a little different? Do you guys find this fascinating? Let me know. And so until next time, guys, this is Money Maniac signing out. Y'all have a great day.